Welcome to episode 15 of WWE 2K24 Universe Mode Monday Night Raw. And as always, we're kicking things off with a 24/7 title on the line. Who will answer the call? Oh, no. It is the Monday Night Raw commentator in real life. A man who's had a couple of years of wrestling experience, former football player, Pat McAfee, is here on Universe Mode. Well, we knew that Pat McAfee was eligible to be drafted in the Universe Mode draft. He ended up being a free agent, but now Pat McAfee is here making his Universe Mode in-ring debut against Logan Paul for the 24/7 championship. Pat McAfee has actually main evented pay-per-views in professional wrestling in the past, faced the very best in the world, and has competed in the most dangerous matches, but he has never took part in our Universe Mode up until now. Can Pat McAfee get the upset and defeat this man for the 24/7 championship? A man who's had a killer run as champion thus far, Logan Paul, the social media megastar, entrepreneur, boxer. Logan Paul has actually defeated a lot of very top names. Of course, he ended up defeating Bobby Lashley a number of weeks ago to become 24/7 champion. Went on to defeat the likes of Apollo Crews and Cameron Grimes in championship defenses. Logan Paul has actually done a lot as champion, and now it's going to be celebrity versus celebrity, one-on-one for the 24/7 championship to kick off episode 15 of Monday Night Raw. Can Logan Paul continue his run, or will Pat McAfee end up defeating Logan? Of course, Logan is a part of the Monday Night Raw roster. However, as 24/7 champion, he has to defend the title on every Raw and every SmackDown. So here we go, 24/7 title on the line. Pat McAfee very excited to be here getting this title match.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, the 24/7 champion,
Logan Paul, very cocky, very arrogant, but when he steps foot in that ring, he proves why he's the champion. Logan Paul has abilities that people that have been in this business for over 20 years have mastered. And now Pat McAfee gets that opportunity to kick off Monday Night Raw, our only title match of the night. However, we do have some very big matches planned for Monday Night Raw. Pat McAfee the challenger, Logan Paul the champion. 24/7 title on the line, and it's underway right now. It's going to be very interesting to see how Pat McAfee operates, and he immediately starts with a Hurricane Rana to the champion Logan Paul. And Pat McAfee, of course, spent a lot of time in the gym. Now it's time for Pat to really show what he has learned. So now he has Logan into the Rainmaker. Shades of Kazuchika Okada, who's a part of Monday Night Raw as well. And the thing is, we have a lot of great matches, including a Trios Tornado Tag Team match that will be coming up next. Randy Orton will team up with the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, to take on Kenny Omega, the UK Champion, and the rest of the Elite. The team consisting also of Hangman Adam Page and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. We're also going to see Bray Wyatt make his Monday Night Raw debut against Karrion Kross. We're going to see John Cena team up with his Backlash opponent, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, to take on Christian Cage and the debuting Patriarchy. in 2-on-3 handicap tag team action. Of course, if Christian's team wins, Christian will actually be added to the undisputed title match of Backlash. Same thing with this next match. Braun Breaker versus Bryan Danielson. If Braun Breaker gets the win, he will be a part of the United States Championship match at Backlash. So a lot of matches to really determine Backlash, and a Raw Women's Championship #1 contenders fatal 5-way match. Winner faces Rhea Ripley at Backlash, and Pat McAfee with one hell of an elbow. No, but now Logan back in this match. Pat McAfee's been in control for most of this matchup. Look at this by Pat McAfee into a massive suplex to Logan on the floor. But remember, and I think Pat just realized, he cannot win the title by countout or disqualification. Pat making his way back inside the ring, waiting for the champion to get back to his feet. We're also going to see Claudio Castagnoli versus Seth freaking Rollins in another dream match. AJ Styles versus Ilya Dragunov. That is amazing of what we have planned for Monday Night Raw. And now Logan finally getting back in this match, realizing his title reign was in danger. Cover and a kick out by Pat. And Logan probably did not expect the free agent Pat McAfee to be the one that he will have to face for that championship tonight. But Logan has stepped up in every way possible, earning a lot of respect. And Logan is sending Pat over the top rope, and now just having the high ground in the ring. But Pat quickly trying to get back in this, but Logan is just continuing the assault. And now bringing Pat McAfee into the corner. Oh, and a chop right across the chest. Went for another one, didn't really connect. And now going to focus on the shoulder. Logan Paul. You know, Pat McAfee got into wrestling before Logan Paul did. But Logan has a lot more in-ring experience than Pat McAfee. And Logan Paul looking to take advantage of that fact. Just continuing to go after the shoulder of Pat McAfee. And now a shot of the back, trying to pick Pat McAfee apart. Pat, though, oh, into a jumping clothesline. And Pat immediately getting back in this match. Irish whip, taking Logan down. And Pat feeling fired up here on Raw. Oh, Pat went for something big, but Logan taking Pat McAfee down with his own move. Cover, hook of the leg, Pat kicks out. This match continues. Logan knows this is going to be competitive. And a DDT to the host of the Pat McAfee show. Can this be Logan's time to once again retain the 24/7 title, using his boxing expertise, multiple shots to the gut? And now Logan with a massive suplex of his own. And Pat looks down and out. Oh, went for the one lucky shot. Pat McAfee saw it coming. And Pat McAfee now has a chance. Scoop slam. And now Pat McAfee in his Universe Mode debut, looking to twerk the neck of Logan Paul. And Pat now heading to the corner. Oh, I think we know what he's going for here. The move that made him famous, the punt kick. The punt kick connects on Logan Paul. Are we going to get a new champion? What? Logan kicked out of the punt at 1. We're getting Fight Forever chance. Pat McAfee can't believe it, but now he's looking to fly and takes Logan down. What a match for the 24/7 championship. Pat McAfee. Oh, and now going for some shots of his own and a suplex. Pat McAfee is incensed. He is frustrated, and why wouldn't he be? He thought he had Logan Paul beat. He thought he was going to win the championship. But Logan kicked out of that move at 1. Pat McAfee has been famous for his punt kicking abilities in football. but Logan Paul just made Pat McAfee look like a bitch. And Pat now bringing Logan back inside the ring. Pat McAfee knows if he wants to be champion, he has to pin or submit Logan Paul. And again, Pat gonna go for the shots to the kidneys into a suplex. Pat thinking, what do I have to do to put Logan Paul away, to win a championship in my first match here on Universe Mode? Pat McAfee now heading to the top rope. And went to connect with the elbow again. Logan with a boot. And can Logan Paul take advantage to retain? Pat kicks out. This is probably the most competitive match in the history of the 24/7 title. When Logan Paul into a splash connects. You hear the crowd quickly booing the champion. The crowd clearly favoring Pat McAfee. But Logan Paul doesn't give a damn. Going for the yes kicks. Shades of Bryan Danielson again, who we will see later on tonight in action against Braun Breaker. But Logan, just vicious boots right to the face. Oh, and Logan I think was thinking frog splash, but Pat McAfee retreating to the corner and Logan just mocking him. Logan Paul into a clothesline into the corner. Logan again going for the cover to put this match away. Pat kicks out again. And Logan Paul now might be the one who's frustrated and wants to end this. Oh, Logan onto the apron. Buckshot, no. Pat saw the buckshot lariat coming. That was the move Logan was thinking for. Oh, one lucky shot connects. Cover, hook of the leg. Logan Paul retains the 24/7 championship.
Here is your winner, and still the 24/7 champion, Logan Paul.
It was a valiant effort by the challenger Pat McAfee, but in the end, Logan Paul, the result remains the same for all his recent title defenses. He successfully retains the 24/7 championship here tonight on Monday Night Raw, and the question remains, who can dethrone the 24/7 champion Logan Paul? What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw episode 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Monday Night Raw, and it is time for some trios tornado tag team action here tonight, as here come the Raw tag team champions, the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 344 pounds.
Of course, the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, who won the championships on the final Raw before WrestleMania 2 weeks ago. It was last week where the Young Bucks defended the titles against Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page. Young Bucks were able to get the victory and retain the titles. However, the Young Bucks, teaming with Kenny Omega's challenger at Backlash, Randy Orton, against the Elite here tonight. Randy Orton, the #1 contender for the WWE United Kingdom Championship at Backlash.
And representing Evolution from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Sniper,
Randy Orton, in his first Raw match in his Universe Mode career last week, won a fatal 5-way match, defeating AJ Styles, Jimmy Uso, Ilya Dragunov, and Braun Breaker to become #1 contender and earn his first one-on-one championship opportunity in his Universe Mode career for the WWE UK title against Kenny Omega at Backlash. It's a massive dream match, and Randy Orton looking to win his first piece of championship gold in his Universe Mode career. And Randy Orton knows he's going to need backup against the Elite. He's found that in Kenny Omega's former friends, the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks. Randy Orton, usually a man who doesn't like playing around with others, but Randy Orton once again finding himself in a perilous position because Kenny Omega has the Elite. Randy Orton has now got the Young Bucks on his side. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's one of the oldest sayings in the book. Orton and the Bucks banding together to take on the Elite as they await the arrival. Here we go. The Elite are here as a full force.
600 pounds, the Club.
Kenny Omega, the WWE United Kingdom Champion, who beat Gunther at WrestleMania to become the champion. He will have his first title defense at Backlash against Randy Orton. Of course, Hangman Adam Page and Jack Perry by his side. And the Elite already look like a dominant threat. Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page last week failed to become Raw Tag Team Champions. Jack Perry has been a loyal supporter of the Elite from the beginning. And now the Elite look to have their first match all together as a cohesive unit. As what can we expect? Trios action happening right now. Orton and the Bucks versus the now recently united Elite. You see there Matthew Jackson going against Jack Perry. Hangman going after Nicholas, and we're getting a bit of a Backlash preview with Omega and Orton. Kenny Omega in interviews has always praised Randy Orton. Now he finally has a chance to get in the ring with him. And there is a lot of chaos in the ring already. Remember, the first man who gains pinfall or submission will earn his team the victory. Oh, Orton with a knee right to Omega. And Jack Perry, a Hurricane Rana to Nicholas Jackson. This match is going to be insanely tough to call. But it's great to see the Young Bucks get a lot more TV time. Oh! Well, Matthew went to go for a big shot on Jack Perry. Jack able to avoid it. And Orton clothesline to Perry. And Omega with his own body into the Razor's Edge powerbomb cover. And a kick out. Way too fresh. You see Hangman, Adam Page, and Nicholas Jackson doing battle. Remember when the Young Bucks used to criticize Hangman's drinking problem in the past? And Nicholas with a DDT to Hangman on the outside. Ooh, nice shots there by Matthew on Jack Perry. And Randy Orton just going to go in for the shoulder of the UK champ. Randy Orton and Matthew Jackson having each other's back. Jack Perry trying to avoid any further attacks. Trying to fight off both Randy and Matthew. And this is a good chance for Jack Perry to really prove himself. It's been a long time since Jack Perry's had this much momentum. Great powerbomb by Omega on his challenger. Cover. Shoulders down. Orton kicks out. Codebreaker by Perry. And Kenny Omega. Oh, he laid out the ref. The springboard punch to Orton, but he accidentally knocked out the referee. And you see one of the Young Bucks powerbomb to Hangman. Oh, big super kick. And now it's Orton and the Bucks who has the advantage. Nice super kick by Nicholas to Jack Perry. Here's the cover for the win. Kick out. And Matthew Jackson lays out Omega. And we knew the Young Bucks had a bit of a problem with Kenny Omega favoring Switchblade Jay White, the now current Intercontinental Champion, over them. Kenny Omega now has two more allies in Jack Perry and Hangman Adam Page. Oh, and I think Matthew accidentally tried to super kick Nicholas, his own partner. And look at this, Jack Perry. I didn't even notice this. A little bit busted open. Oh, super kick to Hangman there by Nick. Cover by Matthew. Cover. Hook of the leg. And a kick out by Hangman at 2. And now Nicholas on the top. Going for the 450 splash. Failed to connect, as Matthew was too focused on an attack on Hangman. And Jack Perry now. Oh! Gets met with a super kick. And now Randy Orton and the Young Bucks are thriving in this momentum here. You could tell that they have a lot more chemistry and that they show no fear against the Elite. Oh, big boot by Hangman and Kenny Omega into a suplex. Orton and Hangman trying to stand up for Jack Perry. Orton, RKO to the champion. Randy Orton with an RKO. Cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. And Hangman back in the fray. Hangman trying to keep momentum on the Elite side. Super kick by Matthew to Kenny Omega. Cover, Hangman doesn't realize it. Randy Orton and the Young Bucks with the win over the Elite.
Here are your winners.
The Raw Tag Team Champions and the #1 contender get the win. The Elite are now 0-2 as a unit here on Universe Mode. And the momentum is on the side of the #1 contender, Randy Orton, as Randy Orton and the Young Bucks get a huge win over the Elite here on Monday Night Raw. Can Randy Orton keep this momentum going? And can we potentially see the Viper as the next WWE UK champion? We only have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, what a win for Randy Orton and the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on Monday Night Raw, and it is... Oh, what the hell? I was going to say it's time for the Raw debut of Bray Wyatt, but... Bray Wyatt with the Firefly Funhouse intro. What the hell is this? We saw a couple instances of this over on SmackDown. Bray Wyatt was drafted to Raw. He was the first overall pick in the draft in Season 2. And Bray Wyatt, he's just laughing at this. A Firefly Funhouse version of Bray.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 285 pounds.
Of course, this is all stemming from last week on Monday Night Raw. Adam Copeland, the former world champion, made his Raw debut against Karrion Kross in a grudge match. After Adam Copeland got the victory, the Fiend Bray Wyatt hit a choke slam on Adam Copeland, and Bray Wyatt now looking to get his pound of flesh against Karrion Kross here tonight. We don't know why Bray Wyatt has targeted Adam Copeland, but Bray Wyatt, get in the ring, you fool. Bray Wyatt is just absolutely playing mind games here, making his Monday Night Raw debut. And I bet you Bray Wyatt is going to be a major player on Monday Night Raw. Look at this, he's dancing. I bet you if you're Karrion Kross, how the hell are you going to compete with that? This is also a dream match in a lot of people's eyes as well. Bray Wyatt versus Karrion Kross. And you got to think, why did Karrion Kross want to fight Bray Wyatt? Didn't Karrion Kross hate Adam Copeland? We know all the wars that Adam Copeland and Karrion Kross have been on in the past. But instead, Karrion Kross, after the events of last week, turning his attention to Bray Wyatt. Of course, Karrion Kross going it alone once again here tonight. This will be Karrion Kross's second match on Monday Night Raw. And Karrion Kross says he wants to be a future world champion. And I'll bet you Karrion Kross can very well get opportunities at that title in the future. But as of right now, it's almost like Karrion Kross has found himself in the middle of this rivalry with the Rated R Superstar and the Eater of Worlds. But Karrion Kross, this is also a chance to prove himself. He didn't get a whole lot of opportunities over on SmackDown. Now that he's on Raw, I bet you Karrion Kross has all the tools needed to become a major player. So here we go. First time ever, Bray Wyatt, Karrion Kross, one-on-one here tonight. And Karrion Kross wasting no time, wanting to take out the Firefly Funhouse version of Bray Wyatt. And of course, Bray Wyatt, a former hardcore champion in Universe Mode history. Of course, the title now currently held by Main Event Jey Uso over on SmackDown. And look at Karrion Kross, just viciously beating Bray Wyatt. Of course, Karrion Kross, you gotta think he's also a little bit frustrated he didn't get the win in his Raw debut against Adam Copeland. I almost said Edge for a second. And Karrion Kross with a bit of an ankle lock to Bray, but Wyatt able to avoid it. Now this is Bray Wyatt's turn to get back in this matchup. Now, of course, Bray Wyatt's a little bit pissed off too. Bray Wyatt tried to get involved in the World Heavyweight Championship picture at WrestleMania, He and Uncle Howdy faced Eddie Kingston and Ilya Dragunov at Bad Blood months ago. If Bray Wyatt won, he would have been added to the world title match at WrestleMania, but however, they lost. So both Karrion and Bray, both with major setbacks in their respective careers. Oh! But right now, Karrion Kross is the one. Oh, went to go for those punishing head strikes, and Wyatt, try to chop Karrion down, didn't work. And look, I'm honestly respecting this performance of Karrion Kross here tonight, because Karrion Kross needs a major win like this. We know how good Bray Wyatt is in the ring, and if Karrion Kross can put Bray Wyatt away, this could spell numerous opportunities in the near future for Karrion Kross here on Monday Night Raw. And Karrion Kross just pummeling Bray Wyatt. And Bray now heading to the corner. Multiple shots to the face. How is Bray Wyatt going to come back from this? Creating a bit of separation. And now Wyatt, he knows he doesn't want to be humiliated on his Raw debut. But Karrion just throwing Bray to the outside. And now anything goes. Oh, but Karrion Kross quickly throwing Bray inside the ring. You see Wyatt favoring his back. Oh! Karrion is doing very well. Look at this. And now, I know what he's going for here. Trying to go for the final prayer. But now Wyatt able to get out of that very quickly. Wyatt knew he was in harm's way. And, elbow right at the back there by Bray Wyatt. And now, what does Bray have planned? You hear the Bray's gonna kill you chants. Oh! Throwing Kross. Oh, no. Oh, my God! Right to the neck. Did you see it snap back? And now the mandible claw. The mandible claw by Bray Wyatt. Oh, but the arm was underneath the ropes. Referee right there said it warranted a rope break. But Bray Wyatt's just going to absolutely decimate Karrion Kross now. Wyatt's pissed off. Wyatt wants to prove he's a major player into the Sister Abigail. Cover. Hook of the leg. Bray Wyatt got the win. Oh, but look at this. Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland's back. Adam Copeland. What the hell? Oh my God, I know what that is. Hell in a Cell. What the hell? Copeland. Oh, but Bray Wyatt fighting back. Bray Wyatt and Adam Copeland are fighting on. And Copeland realizes there's nowhere to run. Oh, bashing his head onto the cage. And Wyatt's doing everything in his power to fight back. And I believe the match has been made official. Adam Copeland versus Bray Wyatt inside Hell in a Cell at Backlash. What a major development. And I cannot believe what I just saw. Bray Wyatt once again getting the better of the Rated R Superstar Adam Copeland. How the hell is the Rated R Superstar going to get the upper hand in this rivalry? We will have to wait and see in the coming weeks. Well, what a major development regarding the rivalry between Adam Copeland and Bray Wyatt. But here comes the former United States champion, former Raw Tag Team champion, Braun Breaker.
Making his way to the ring from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds,
Braun Breaker, of course, last week on Monday Night Raw tried getting away from the rivalry with himself and his former tag team partner Cody Rhodes. However, Braun failed to become #1 contender for the United Kingdom Championship, and now Braun Breaker deciding to target the #1 contender for the United States Championship, Bryan Danielson. Braun Breaker said Bryan shouldn't be the one that's first in line for a United States title opportunity against that dipshit Cody Rhodes. It should be me. Braun Breaker still believes he's wasted so much time in his Universe Mode career on Cody Rhodes being his tag team partner that Braun Breaker wants to take everything away from Cody and anyone even so much as associated with him. As here comes the #1 contender, Bryan Danielson, making his way to the ring.
Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson won a massive 20-man gauntlet eliminator match, last eliminating Gunther to become the #1 contender for the United States Championship against Cody Rhodes. And Bryan Danielson, never a man looking to back down from a fight. Bryan Danielson always looking for a fight, and this is going to be the first time in Universe Mode history that Braun Breaker and Bryan Danielson ever go one-on-one in Universe Mode. And Bryan Danielson, of course, we know the clock is ticking on his wrestling career. Bryan Danielson has never been a champion in any capacity in his Universe Mode career. And Danielson hopefully thinking that hopefully at Backlash he will finally become United States champion. So here we go. Breaker, Danielson one-on-one, and Breaker. And you got to think, if Braun Breaker gets the victory here tonight, does that actually warrant Breaker a future U.S. title opportunity down the road? And Breaker getting pummeled by Danielson in the early going. Could be a bit of a back and forth contest here, but Danielson, shot right at the gut of Breaker. And now Danielson knows what he has to do. He needs to pick Breaker apart. But Braun, of course, a very talented specimen. Whether it's singles or tag team competition, Braun Breaker always brings his A game. As a matter of fact, when Breaker and Rhodes were tag team champions, they never officially lost their titles. They were vacated after Breaker turned his back on Cody Rhodes heading into WrestleMania. And now Danielson, throwing Braun Breaker over the top rope. But Breaker instantly got back to his feet. Oh no, this is going to be bad. Oh God. Did you hear the impact that Bryan Danielson made? No. Oh God, onto the floor. And we know Danielson has his history of injuries. I think Braun Breaker's trying to make sure that Danielson doesn't even make it to Backlash. Now remember, at the first Backlash in Universe Mode history, that was when Braun Breaker won his first United States Championship. Breaker has a bit of a history with the Backlash PLE. Danielson will compete at his first Backlash in his Universe Mode career. Is now Bryan Danielson has Breaker into the corner, trying to pick Breaker apart. Oh no, going for the leg. Oh my god, right on the knee. And Danielson is a very technical wrestler, one of the best on the planet. And a lot of people have really criticized the fact that Bryan Danielson's had a ton of opportunities, more specifically at the US title for most of this year. But Danielson's never gotten a one-on-one US title match. And Breakker with a suplex. Danielson back to his feet. Ooh. Back and forth like we expected. And Bryan Danielson now. Irish whip into another knee strike. Here's the cover by Bryan. Look at the leg. Breakker kicks out. And now Breakker trying to get momentum back on his side. But Danielson. Uh-oh. And now Danielson's in that zone. This was the zone we saw him in against Gunther, when everyone thought Gunther was going to be the #1 contender last week. The yes kicks connect. And Breakker looks out. Can Bryan Danielson earn more momentum? Heading into Backlash. Cover. Hook of the leg. Breakker gets beat by Danielson.
Here is your winner, Bryan Danielson.
What a win for Bryan Danielson as he heads closer and closer to Universe Mode Backlash. Can we be looking at our next United States champion here on Universe Mode? We will have to wait and see as the road to Backlash gets more and more closer. But congratulations to Bryan Danielson for getting the win over Braun Breakker. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Monday Night Raw, and it is time for a massive dream match. As here comes the former undisputed champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ Styles looking to go one-on-one for the first time ever against Ilya Dragunov, the former #1 contender at the world title.
Scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the OC from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal
AJ Styles staying on Monday Night Raw in the draft. However, last week he failed to become the #1 contender for the United Kingdom Championship. AJ Styles now has his eyes set on Ilya Dragunov. AJ Styles, of course, fresh off a WrestleMania victory against CM Punk. AJ Styles looking to slowly but surely get his name back in the main event picture. AJ Styles one-on-one against Ilya Dragunov. These guys have faced off in multi-man matches a couple times in the past, but we never got to see them one-on-one. And here we go, we're gonna get it. Here comes the man who unfortunately failed to become the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania, and now finds himself a new home on Monday Night Raw. Ilya Dragunov is here. Ilya Dragunov, a man looking for redemption.
Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds,
Ilya Dragunov, also the first ever hardcore champion in Universe Mode history. Ilya Dragunov, however, in recent months has found himself to be way more of a main event caliber superstar. And Ilya Dragunov knows he has to prove himself if he wants to get in the main event scene here on the Red brand. That is why Dragunov is here, looking to face off against one of the very best that we have here, the phenomenal AJ Styles. The Mad Dragon is a man built on respect. Can he earn AJ's respect in this match here tonight? So here we go. The stage is set. AJ Styles, Ilya Dragunov, one first time ever. Here we go. AJ Styles trying to get the upper hand early. Ilya Dragunov says no. It looked like Styles was probably thinking a springboard move or trying to get out of harm's way. Now Ilya Dragunov looking to roll. And the reason why this match is happening is because AJ Styles blamed Ilya Dragunov for all of his transgressions throughout the past few months. I mean, AJ tried to become the #1 contender for the world title at WrestleMania. That match was won by Ilya Dragunov. And then, of course, last week, the UK title fatal 5-way match. AJ blamed Dragunov for the reason why he didn't become the #1 contender. It seems like AJ always willing to blame Ilya Dragunov for his problems. Dragunov had enough, and that's why this match is made official. And Dragunov is in control in the early going of this matchup. Multiple sentons. Now rolls through AJ and plants him on the floor. This is a great chance for Ilya to prove himself to Universe Mode higher-ups. Ooh. And AJ really needs to get back in this. Oh, God. Did you see him bend on the apron? Count of 5 by John Cone, our referee. Dragunov finally bringing Styles back inside the ring. And now a shot right of the leg. Here is the cover for the win. AJ quickly kicks out. And now Ilya trying to gain the support of the Monday Night Raw fans in attendance, which Dragunov definitely has. Went for another knee. AJ able to move out of the way. And now it's Styles' turn to gain momentum in this match. A lot of people believed AJ Styles was washed up. He's past his prime. Should consider retirement. But AJ doesn't want to. Oh! Taking Dragunov down on the rope. Styles in the cover kick out. And we still got a couple more matches still to go before Monday Night Raw is all said and done, including Claudio Castagnoli versus Seth freaking Rollins. We've seen those two go one-on-one multiple times in the past. That rivalry becoming reignited after last week. But now AJ bringing Dragunov onto the Irish whip into the suplex. Great move there by AJ Styles. And Styles slowly bringing Dragunov to his feet into a nice enziguri. What has Styles got planned here? Into a nice suplex. AJ just looking down Ilya Dragunov. A man he believes is responsible for all his failures over the past few months. Even though Dragunov only really became a Monday Night Raw superstar 2 weeks ago. And Styles now, oh, STO. And now AJ on the apron, but Dragunov rolling out of harm's way onto the ropes. But AJ's just going to continue this punishment. Can Styles get the victory? Going for the calf crusher. But wait a minute. Dragunov's boot's on the rope. Well, referee John Cone didn't think that Dragunov's foot was on the bottom rope, but it was. But Dragunov was able to break out of the hold. Match continues. Cover. And a kick out by AJ Styles. And now Ilya on the top. Into the elbow. And AJ being taken out here. What about our co-main event of the evening? Fatal 5-way match. Winner earns a Raw Women's Championship match against Rhea Ripley at Backlash. Ooh. Styles face first onto the ring post. And both Ilya Dragunov and AJ Styles have competed at last year's Backlash. AJ won his Undisputed Championship against Cody Rhodes. Dragunov lost his Hardcore title, and Dragunov planted with the Styles Clash. AJ Styles cover for the win. AJ Styles has beaten Ilya Dragunov.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal
AJ Styles, sweet, sweet payback against Ilya Dragunov. And can AJ Styles, can this win put AJ back in championship contention in the near future, as AJ Styles gets a huge win here on Monday Night Raw? Well, we are back here live on Monday Night Raw, and it is a rivalry reignited, as here comes the former undisputed WWE champion Claudio Castagnoli.
making his way to the ring from Switzerland, weighing in at 241 pounds.
Claudio Castagnoli, formerly known as Cesaro, former member of the Blackpool Combat Club, before being shuttered out by Jon Moxley. And Claudio Castagnoli, ever since losing that Undisputed Championship, he's also a former United States champion as well. Claudio's really struggled to find his place here on Monday Night Raw. He was able to stay on the red brand in the draft. And Claudio, during the United States Championship #1 Contenders Gauntlet match, he really targeted Jon Moxley and Seth Rollins. Claudio, after the match, said, "Jon Moxley chose this clown over me." Oh, wait a minute. It appears that the Visionary is back. Seth freaking Rollins, then look who's at his side. He is a visionary. He is the revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds.
Of course, the last time we saw Seth Rollins in action, he was with Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns, defeating the Nation's Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and The Rock. Seth Rollins thought he was going to become #1 contender for the United States title at Backlash. That was not the case, and Seth Rollins heard that Claudio Castagnoli was basically talking shit. Rollins knew Claudio had to get hit. So here we go. We saw it months and months ago, but now it happens again. Claudio Castagnoli, Seth freaking Rollins. You hear the fans in attendance singing Seth's song. They must have heard singing it every week. They must have missed singing it every week. And Seth freaking Rollins once again in his old self, and a nice super kick to Claudio Castagnoli. Rollins, not a lot of success in his own right in Universe mode, but Rollins always an MVP for Monday Night Raw. And of course, Roman Reigns of the Shield was drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. We saw him in a huge gauntlet match, defeating 4 men before being eliminated by Damian Priest. Damian Priest will now face Eddie Kingston for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash. And right now, Rollins is all in control against Claudio Castagnoli, face first onto the canvas. And Jon Moxley, of course, we know, but lots of bad blood between he and Claudio. That rivalry once again reignited, but Rollins wants to be the first one to get his hands on Castagnoli. As now Rollins, stomping right on the arm. And now a knee, and Castagnoli is busted wide open. And another knee. Claudio is out. Oh, but now the former WWE champion put Seth Rollins on the floor, screaming at the fans in attendance. And now Claudio finally gets his big singles break and brings Rollins down right in front of Jon Moxley. And it looks like Castagnoli's focus isn't solely on Seth Rollins, it's all on Jon Moxley. Into a splash. Castagnoli staring a mud hole at Jon Moxley, being like, "You thought I wasn't good enough, and look at this." Castagnoli used to be the muscle of the BCC. Those were the glory days of Monday Night Raw for Claudio. And with an elbow, didn't really connect, but it was enough to knock Rollins down. Here's the cover. Castagnoli for the win, kick out. And now look at Seth. Well, Seth tried to fight back, but here comes Claudio. Oh, nice slam there. And Claudio is loving this. Oh, wait a minute. Try to take advantage. Rollins, though, able to take Claudio Castagnoli down. These guys have faced off numerous times in the past. Singles matches, tag team matches, trios matches alike. Oh, no, Claudio. No, 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 no. Alabama slam. Rollins is down. And back and forth between these two. These two know each other super well. And Rollins, oh, knockout blow right to the back of the neck. And Rollins is just pummeling Claudio here, taking him down. As what is the Visionary got planned next? Oh, into a springboard swanton bomb. Very good maneuver there by Seth. And Seth slowly walking to the top. Into the frog splash connects. And you see Jon Moxley cheering Rollins on. As now Rollins has him in position. Curb stomp connects. Cover by Rollins for the victory. No, Castagnoli kicks out. And I think Rollins and Moxley has gone to war plenty of times in the past. Hell, Moxley and Rollins even faced off against each other last week in the gauntlet match. Even though they're now the best of buddies. And now Rollins and Castagnoli battling on the outside here. Count of 5 by the referee. Oh, Rollins planting Claudio down. Count of 6. Rollins bringing Castagnoli back in the ring. Count of 7. And this match does indeed continue. Rollins looking down on a fallen Claudio. And Rollins gonna try it again. Into another curb stomp. Connects. Cover. Hook of the leg. And Seth Rollins gets the win over Claudio. There was blood on the dance floor, blood on the canvas. Seth Rollins turning Claudio Castagnoli into a bloody mess here on Raw. Rollins back on the win column again. Reinventing himself, becoming the Visionary one more time, was enough for Seth Rollins to get the victory over Claudio Castagnoli here on Monday Night Raw. And what does the future hold for Seth Rollins? Hopefully we find out in the near future as Raw continues in a number of moments. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of Monday Night Raw, and it is a fatal 5-way match. Winner faces Rhea Ripley at Backlash for the Raw Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez, Bianca Belair, Chris Statlander, Bayley, and Liv Morgan. Ooh, spear by Bianca over on Roxanne Perez. Of course, Roxanne coming from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. Roxanne Perez was the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion in Universe Mode history. Roxanne looking to possibly become a future Raw Women's Champion. Chris Statlander, former TBS Champion. Same with Bianca Belair. A lot of history in AEW over on Universe Mode. And Bayley, of course, former Raw Women's Champion. Liv Morgan, the only woman in this match to have never held championship gold in her Universe Mode career. Oh, and she's got the kendo stick on Bayley. Then Belair, now going to Roxanne. Roxanne Perez, fresh out of an amazing rivalry with Tiffany Stratton, who's still on SmackDown. And Bianca Belair. Been a long time since we've seen this lady, but Statlander into a neck breaker. And now Liv Morgan and Chris Statlander coming to blows here on Raw. Remember, first woman who gains pinfall or submission will become #1 contender. You gotta think Rhea Ripley has got to be watching this match. Ooh, look at this, Roxanne and Bayley. That'd be a pretty good one-on-one match. Statlander in control for the time being. And Liv Morgan bringing Statlander over to the corner. And now Liv into a nice bulldog. Roxanne tried to go for another kendo stick. Liv, though, ooh, taking Roxanne down, went for the cover, but Statlander was right there to break it up. And Liv Morgan now. Liv Morgan is actually friends with Rhea Ripley. Could you imagine if Liv challenges her friend for the Raw Women's Championship? She tried getting in the women's title match at WrestleMania between Rhea and WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. And oh, look at Roxanne, vicious shots to Bayley. And now Liv Morgan with Bianca Belair taking Bianca down. And Liv feeling fired up. All 5 ladies outside the ring. But remember, the pinfall or submissions need to happen in the ring in order for there to be a winner. Ooh. Page turner there by Roxanne Perez. And now a shot of Statlander. And Bianca bringing Bayley back inside the ring. Liv Morgan's already there. Oh, nice enziguri there by Liv Morgan on Bayley. And Morgan, this is a chance to really show her worth. Morgan cover on Bayley for the win, kick out. And now Bianca Belair back in the mix, and Liv taking Bianca Belair down. And Bayley with a slap. And now going after Bianca Belair into a nice suplex. Bayley would love to become a champion, but look at this. Codebreaker. Codebreaker by Liv Morgan to become #1 contender, and Roxanne Perez is right there. And Liv was probably thinking Oblivion. Roxanne with the Pop Rocks connects. Pop Rocks by Roxanne Perez, and Bayley able to come to her senses and break it up. And Bianca Belair now back inside the ring, taking her down. And Roxanne into the Hurricane Rana. Roxanne Perez doing good in her Raw debut. Has Liv Morgan. Oh. Vicious Russian leg sweep. Of course, Roxanne Perez says her childhood hero was CM Punk. And now Perez with another Pop Rocks. And now, ooh, taking down Bayley. This is Roxanne's chance. Oh, but Belair from behind, targeting Roxanne Perez, and Bayley looking to steal the cover for herself and go to Backlash to face Rhea Ripley. Bayley did it. Bayley has an opportunity to become a two-time Raw Women's Champion. Bayley has done it. Roxanne Perez hit the pop rocks, but she got distracted by Bianca Belair. Bayley is the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. It will be Rhea Ripley versus Bayley at Backlash in Puerto Rico for the Raw Women's Championship. And I'll bet you if you're Roxanne Perez, you have to be pretty goddamn pissed that was your moment. But in the end, what a win for Bayley. Can she become a two-time Raw Women's Champion at Backlash? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event here on episode 15 of season 2 of Raw, as here comes the undisputed WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre, in his first match since defeating Will Ospreay at WrestleMania to remain WWE Champion. Drew McIntyre will put his undisputed championship on the line against John Cena at Backlash. However, that title match can forever change if the team that McIntyre and Cena are facing win tonight.
Contest is a 3-on-2 tag team handicap match. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the Scottish
We saw the intense stare down last week where Drew McIntyre faced off against his #1 contender John Cena. McIntyre said, "The only way, my final test in the prophecy that Vince McMahon said to me almost 20 years ago, is to defeat John Cena and prove that I deserve to become WWE Champion." But here tonight, McIntyre and Cena are going to have to team up to take out the Patriarchy, Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, and Killswitch. As here comes the greatest of all time, John Cena is here once again. Cena only a handful of matches in his Universe Mode career.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time,
John Cena served as the special guest referee for McIntyre and Ospreay at WrestleMania. Before Mania, Cena said he was gonna gun after whoever the winner was at Backlash. That man turned out to be Drew McIntyre, and John Cena and Drew McIntyre never faced off in one-on-one competition. if they want that match to stay one-on-one, McIntyre and Cena are going to have to be on the same page and beat Christian and the Patriarchy here tonight. Otherwise, Christian Cage will be added, and it will become a triple threat match, and McIntyre and Cena's chances of winning drastic go down. So here we go. It's the Universe Mode debut of the Patriarchy. There's Christian Cage, and there's Nick Wayne and Kill Switch.
At a combined weight of 687 pounds, the Patriots!
Of course, Christian Cage said the Patriarchy of Monday Night Raw was going to appear, and indeed it has. Of course, we saw Nick Wayne a couple of times in the past over in AEW, which was booked by Dylan of the Last Week in Wrestling podcast. This is going to be Kill Switch's, formerly known as Luchasaurus, his Universe Mode debut. Christian Cage lost to John Cena last week on Monday Night Raw, but Christian says he deserves an undisputed title match. I don't know how true that is, but Christian Cage is here, and he's brought his family with him to the Red Brand. Christian Cage has all the advantage. It is a 2-on-3 handicap tag team match. Drew McIntyre will actually start off against the father of the Patriarchy, Christian Cage. And now Drew McIntyre looking to start off strong against Christian Cage. Oh, look at this. McIntyre, into a big suplex, knocking Christian Cage off. And Nick Wayne, the 19-year-old kid, the youngest competitor here on entirety of Universe Mode here on Monday Night Raw specifically. Nick Wayne punching the WWE Champion. How cool is it, though, for Nick Wayne to face off against John Cena and the current undisputed champion, Drew McIntyre? But McIntyre laying out Kill Switch and Christian Cage. And if the Patriarchy stay together, they're going to be one hell of an intimidating force here on Monday Night Raw. But McIntyre in control, punch to Nick Wayne. Christian Cage's quote-unquote son, even though that's not true. Nick Wayne is the son of former professional wrestler Buddy Wayne, late great. And now John Cena tagged in by Drew McIntyre. And that's the thing, Cena and McIntyre need to get on the same page. Intensity is running high toward their much anticipated match at Backlash, but if they want to keep the match one-on-one without Christian Cage, they need to beat the entirety of Patriarchy here tonight. The odds are not in Cena and Drew's favor. Here's the cover and Kill Switch, the enforcer. Oh, wait a minute, Cena throwing Kill Switch over the top rope. And a punch to the face. A little bit of a rematch from last week when Cena took on Christian Cage. And now Drew McIntyre, went for a big boot. And Christian Cage now, Irish whip into the drop toe hold. Oh, and out of desperation, this delusional man cover, thinking he's going to get the win, but of course he won't yet. And Christian Cage hogging all the spotlight. Look at this, the Copa Q shit. A move he stole from his former tag team partner, man we saw earlier on tonight, Adam Copeland. And Christian Cage taking Drew down into the knee. And Christian knows he's going to have to tag someone in too. Here's his son, Nick Wayne. And this is huge for Nick Wayne, as we already mentioned. Nick Wayne is facing off against the WWE Champion. Into the Hurricane Rana. Into the cover to pin the champion. No. And now Nick Wayne preventing Drew from tagging in John Cena. And look at Nick Wayne into the salt of the earth. Remember when Nick Wayne faced off against Swerve Strickland in the past? Nick Wayne had a great showing there. And now McIntyre. Drop down. Into the elbow, taking the 19-year-old kid down. Is this considered abuse? As McIntyre into the air raid crash on Nick Wayne. Cover, hook of the leg. Oh, and Christian Cage able to break up the cover. And now look at this. Ooh. Well, McIntyre almost hit Christian with a Claymore. But Christian is not the legal man. Nick Wayne is. Oh, went for the Claymore. And Nick Wayne able to avoid it. Not bad for Nick Wayne's Raw debut. It's been almost, I want to say 9 to 10 months. Maybe even a little bit more than that we've seen Christian Cage. That we've seen Nick Wayne in a Universe Mode video. And now, here comes the dinosaur of sorts, Killswitch. And big meaty men slapping meat here. And McIntyre into a spine buster to Luchasaurus. Killswitch, former tag team partner of Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Shows how a lot of people can evolve. And that's the thing, Killswitch and Nick Wayne, they're making their Universe Mode Raw debuts in the main event. That is huge for aspiring professional wrestlers, especially if you're 19 years old like Nick Wayne. Here's the tag, McIntyre and Cena looking to double team here. And double throw. Those two men aren't doing too bad, and Cena now, the legal man, looking to take apart Killswitch. And if you take out the muscle, you are losing an integral part of the group. Cena into the figure 4. Shades of a fellow 16-time world champion Ric Flair. And Killswitch going after the leg and the face to get out of that figure 4. And Killswitch, oh my god, taking out Cena. Killswitch could be the big reason why Christian Cage would be at Backlash. Christian Cage publicly said, without you, the patriarchy would not be a success. Even though Killswitch, in a sense, doesn't really feel fully appreciated in the patriarchy, he still does Christian's bidding. Here's the cover by Killswitch and a kick out by John. And Killswitch should not look that surprised. John Cena, there's a reason why they call him the greatest of all time. And Killswitch again with a neck breaker. Killswitch doing super well in his debut. And another tag to Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne feeling fired up. Went for a springboard move. Cena said no. Nick Wayne one-on-one against John Cena. A nice bulldog, but wait a minute. Nick Wayne is posing, but Drew McIntyre's in. Oh, and he takes Nick Wayne down with a shoulder tackle. McIntyre's legal. And Drew just pummeling down Nick Wayne. Oh no. Oh, massive boot to the 19-year-old kid. And now McIntyre, what's he got planned here? He's just looking to tear apart the shoulder of the prodigy, Nick Wayne. Oh, went for the uppercut. McIntyre still on his feet into the Claymore. McIntyre with a Claymore, and Killswitch had to intervene. And McIntyre tried to get his pound of flesh. Killswitch back on the apron. Glasgow kiss. This spells bad news. Another Claymore. Cover. Hook of the leg. McIntyre and Cena with the win. The match will remain one-on-one. Tonight, they were teammates. At Backlash in Puerto Rico, they will be opponents as the match stays one-on-one, as Drew McIntyre will defend his undisputed WWE Championship against John Cena, who will get the victory. It will be the main event, and what a match that will be. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to have to conclude our episode of Monday Night Raw here on Universe Mode. If you like it, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy Willie Does Wrestling. I will see you in the next video. Be good people, and peace.